What's up guys, it's your girl Brooke back at it with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial based off of the Billie Eilish All the Good Girls Go to Hell music video, also inspired by Abby Robb Artistry's look she created. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I made these wings last night, spent 5 hours making them. This one looks a bit dodgy, but I mean it's meant to be burnt. So this side of my face I'm going to do the coffee and liquid latex technique to make it look like it has been burnt. And on this side I'm going to keep it more glam and sexy to try and get the different sides of the video. So I don't think I'm going to prep this side of my face because I already moisturized earlier. So I'm going to put my liquid latex down first. Okay, so I've just put my liquid latex on a bit of plastic and I'm going to get a little triangle sponge thing and I'm going to just put this everywhere I want the burnt areas to be. So all you do is you just put liquid latex where you want it to be. And then grab your coffee and just put this over the top of that. And just do that all over the face, and then we'll put another layer of liquid latex over that. I have coffee everywhere. I'm just making this one more blistery on my nose rather than putting coffee on it. Same with my chin and this little bit we did. And then you just want to put liquid latex back over that. Guys, I got this technique from Glam & Gore. She's honestly amazing. Mikey. Ooh. Okay, now I just gotta wait for this to dry. So while I wait for this side to dry down, I'm going to fill in both of my eyebrows using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in shade medium brown. I'm thinking I'm going to try and make them more straight like Billie's eyebrows. So they might not look the best at the moment, but I still need to carve them out and clean them up. So with that, I'm going to take my P. Louise base in Rumor 0.5 and I'm going to take that on a Morphe M432 brush and just carve them out. And now I'm going to take that and just put it all over my eyelids. Now I'm going to take a little tapered Morphe brush and blend that out. Okay, now I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit and I'm going to do some eyes. So for eyes I'm going to be using my James Charles palette and I'm thinking of just doing a really smoky black eye look. And for this, I'm gonna start with... Okay, so first I'm gonna take the black shade in the James Charles palette on a Morphe E17 brush. Just looks like this. And I'm just gonna start by putting this in my crease area and all over my lid. And now on a Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to buff out the edges and wing it out. Now just taking some more black on a Morphe E36 brush, I'm just going to apply this on my outer corner and create a winged shape. And now just using the same brush from before, the Morphe 506, I'm going to blend out the edges. So I'm just creating the shape that I want with the Q-tip, and then I'm going to buff it out a bit later once we do our base. So for primer, I'm using my Tatcha Silk Canvas and just taking a bit of this and applying it to this half of my face. So firstly, I'm going to pick the holes in the burnt side of my face, so then when we apply the foundation over it, it goes sort of all over it, I guess. So I'm thinking I want this to be really holy. Holy. I'm so dumb. Okay, can you just like poke, please? She now just looks hella blistered. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up and take a bit of scissors because yeah, there we go. There we go. So I'm just creating some nice, big, juicy holes. And if you're gonna use scissors like I'm doing, because I did it really thick, please be really, really careful. That's a really little one. And then just gonna sort of rub my chin and make the parts where we just had the latex really uneven and more blistered. And then this one, I want a nice big hole right here. That's not big. That's itty bitty. So these are the holes that I'm going to work with. And first, I'm going to now so I'm going to use a darker concealer to conceal this first, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in shade Medium. And to apply this, I'm going to use the same tapered Morphe brush we used to blend out the base on our eyelids. Where I put the liquid latex. Get off my fingers. Nasty. Sure. Now for foundation on top, I'm going to take the Stay Naked, Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation in shade 31NN. And just going to take a few pumps on the back of my hand and use another Morphe brush that has no name, but it's sort of a round buffing brush, and just apply this everywhere. And I'm going to take the same brush we used to carve out our brows to carve out the top just above. And I'm going to buff this in on the other side. going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 10. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes using an EXO Beauty Concealer brush. And to blend that out, I'm going to use the big end of an EXO Beauty dual paddle brush. So now that the foundation and concealer is all blended out, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder on the same end of the dual paddle brush and just pat this under my eyes and on my forehead. I'm actually going to take some of the powder over the burnt side. And I know you can still see it through, but I'm actually going to cover it up with some like redness. I kind of want it to look dark because it's meant to look burnt. So in saying that, I'm going to take my Meron Pro Colouring and I'm going to take the red out of this on a... just going to take this on a paintbrush and I'm going to put this inside all of these holes. I'm actually going to mix the red and the brown. Same brush with the excess paint. I'm just going to kind of wipe it over the coffee, just around it. And just a little bit on the skin to try and blend it all together. And just taking one of the makeup sponges, so these little triangular ones, I'm just going to blend out the red a bit more. So I'm gonna take the same sponge and sort of just stipple the red around and then put some black over it. Take a Crayolan aqua color in the black color. I'm pretty sure it's 070 or 071. I'm just going to spray some water in this. And I'm going to use a smaller paintbrush and I'm just going to apply this in the holes. And now I'm just going to kind of smudge it out of the edges of it a bit to try and make around it darker so it looks more it's like been after it's been burnt. Now taking the red again, I'm just going to emphasize the high points of the burn. Going to do the same thing on the lower half. And I'm just making the red a bit darker by adding a tiny bit of black mixed in with it. Now that we are all burnt, I'm thinking I'm gonna just stipple a little bit more black just around, just to blend it all in together so it's all darker. And the only reason I'm using my Crayola black is because I ran out of the black in the cup, but it actually comes with black. So you won't need to buy an extra one if you have not run out. So now that we are all burnt up, we are going to go back to the non-burnt side. So taking the Morphe E17 brush and whatever's left on it, I'm going to just continue the black underneath my eye. This was not supposed to happen. So now I'm taking the smaller Morphe brush, the E36 brush, and just going to make it darker, just closer to my waterline. I'm also kind of darkening up the top a little bit too. Now using the E17, I'm going to blend it out. She just got really thick. Okay, so I'm taking a Morphe E506 and some Fenty Beauty blotting powder just above this to lighten it up and give it a more smooth blend. So she's still a little bit patchy. So now going back into the James Charles palette, I'm going to take the black on a Morphe M321 brush and just make sure this is not patchy. I'm just going to go back and forth between the M506 and the M321 just to keep buffing it out. So I'm actually going to take the end of an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes with the palette because it's a lot denser, and see if I can blend this out. I don't know what's happening, dudes. This has never happened. I'm going to just use a clean blending brush to try and buff this out. And this is the JS5. Now just using a Zoeva Luxe Eye Blender, I'm going to use this just to buff out my under eye. So now I'm going to repeat the same steps on this eye and be right back. So I did make this eye a little bit different because I wanted this one to stand out more and this one just to be so you can kind of see the similarity to it. So now I'm going to apply some falsies. So I'm just going to reuse some Ardell Wispies. They just look like this. They're pretty simple. There's still a tiny bit of glue on the back, but I got off as much as I can. I'm just using my Duo Lash Glue. I'm just going to apply these. Okay, now I'm going to do the base on this side. And I'm just going to take my Hoola bronzer on an XO Beauty bronzer brush and just sharpen these cheekbones. I look so much paler on camera than I am in real life. Like, why are you gonna do me like this? So now I'm taking my Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush in Sparkling Bellini and an XO Beauty Dense Fiber brush and just applying this to my cheekbones. So for highlighter, I'm taking a Morphe E27 brush and just the second shade in from the James Charles palette, and I'm just going to put her on my I keep calling my cheekbones my collarbones, on my cheekbone. So now I'm going to set this half of my face. I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus So I'm going to do some lips, and I'm going to overdraw my lips a little bit more so they look more full. I'm going to take the lippy stick in shade Daydream, and yeah, and I'm only going to apply this to this half. Side I kind of just like patted it on. Now it's time for the really exciting bit. I made goop. I just made it out of honey, a tube of black face paint, cornstarch, and some water. And I'm going to put this dripping in my hair and right here. So I'm just going to take this on a paintbrush, just a sort of thickish paintbrush, and I'm gonna goop it. Just gonna let it drip. And this is sort of the part that's inspired by Abby Roberts. Rub it up here because in the video she like rubs it. Okay, I should put more in my hair. Screw it, let's do it. Doesn't need like a little bit of a tiny black tear on this side. Done. Okay guys, I'm gonna zoom you out. So this is the finished look. A little close up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and make sure you go follow my Instagram and my Twitter for all the behind the scenes type of stuff. So thank you again so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what looks you would like to see next, what types of videos you would like to see. So yes, see you next time.